last minute Thanksgiving recipe ideas that are vegan. So it's last minute and Thanksgiving is this many away? Happy Thanksgiving! If you just found out that you have a vegan at your table this year and you have no idea what to cook, or if you told yourself that you would be healthy and try a vegan meal this year and just didn't get around to it, this video is for you. From vegan chili and cheese to actual turkey, all the way down to dessert, this video has you covered. The first thing we want to address is a staple called mashed potatoes. Guess what? Potatoes themselves are vegan. The thing that usually makes mashed potatoes non-vegan is the fact that people put butter or margarine in them. When it comes to it, there's a simple fix. Vegan butter. This stuff is actually available at almost every single grocery store, and it comes under different names and different brands. This one is Earth Balanced Butter, and they also have a margarine that I personally like to use. Just mix this into your mashed potatoes as a replacement for butter, and if your recipe calls for any milk or cream, just use almond milk, and voila! Your mashed potatoes now have less cholesterol, and they are vegan friendly. Another thing you can actually do is open up your fridge right now and check the ingredients on your margarine tub. Sometimes your margarine is actually vegan and you didn't even know it. So go check it out for a last minute fix that doesn't even need a drive to the store. Next, let's talk about dressed up green beans and gravy. This is one of my favorite dishes. It's full of flavor and has a little bit of a sweetness as well as a little bit of a crunch. Step 1, frozen green beans. Really easy, and you can toss these in the microwave for 2 minutes or in the oven for 5 and heat them right up. To dress these up, you simply want to cover them in gravy and add a couple of dried cranberries and sliced almonds for a little bit of crunch and a little bit of sweetness. Now, most people get tripped up by the gravy because gravy isn't vegan, right? I have a really simple gravy recipe that is great on the mashed potatoes, on the green beans, or anything else. And yes, it is vegan friendly. When you think about it, gravy is really just your fats, your carbohydrate flour for consistency, and a couple of spices. And that's all this recipe takes. Start out with your vegan butter or margarine and melt this in a pan. If you have time and if you want to, you can add onions or garlic. Or you can go directly in with a little bit of flour. Add about a tablespoon, just a pinch at a time, until it makes a nice gravy consistency. Then you start to add the flavor. Add a little bit of soy sauce, about a tablespoon. This has a really nice richness to it that actually combines with some of the other flavors that we'll be adding in later. Then you want to share this out with a little bit of vegetable broth. Keep on mixing just until you have the right consistency. Add salt and pepper to taste, and very last, a secret ingredient: poultry seasoning. That's right, did you know that poultry seasoning is actually vegan? It's just a bunch of ground up herbs and spices, and because it is literally poultry seasoning, it makes this gravy taste just like gravy that came out of a turkey. Just add a little bit of this and bam, you're done! Drizzle this gravy over the green beans again, add some of those cranberries for sweetness and a couple of those crushed almonds for a little bit of crunch, and you have a delicious vegetable side dish that goes amazing with mashed potatoes or vegan turkey. That's right, what is vegan turkey? Well, you can use Tofurkey, you can use Trader Joe's, you can use Safeway. There are multiple options out there. And if you aren't already vegan or vegetarian, you might not have even known that these existed. These are pre-made, pre-stuffed loaves of high protein rice, onion, and soy. And they're actually stuffed with like a nice cornmeal and even cranberry inside. They also come with gravy. So if you don't want to make your own gravy, this one has a packet to it. This is personally the one that I get from Trader Joe's. You just heat it up in the oven for about 30 minutes or the microwave for about 15. But Safeway has a version, Whole Foods has multiple versions. A really popular version is called the Tofurkey. See what they did there? But nowadays, at least here in California, almost every single grocery store has a vegan or vegetarian alternative. Next, who doesn't love chili and cheese? This is such a heartwarming dish. It's literally one of my winter favorites. And on top of that, it's like a college favorite because it takes 3 minutes in a microwave and it's literally just 2 things mixed into one. Buy a can of chili from the store and take that puppy home. Make sure that you do check the ingredients just to make sure that there's not any chicken or any turkey or any beef in it, but there are a lot of vegan, vegetarian chilies out there. Amy's Kitchen is the brand that I like because they have some spicy options, and this one's low sodium, and of course it is dairy and animal product free. Next, get yourself some melty vegan cheese. These can actually be found in the dairy section at the grocery store or next to the tofu and oriental foods. This is one of my favorite brands called So Delicious. I find that this brand of cheddar cheese melts the best and tastes the most authentic. There are other brands as well, such as Follow Your Heart or Daya Cheese. And if it wasn't so last minute, I would recommend that you take a couple weeks and try a few to see which one you like cooking with best, but Thanksgiving is like tomorrow or today or like this many away, so literally just grab yourself a bag of vegan cheese and sprinkle that over the top. 2 to 3 minutes in the microwave and you have an amazing side dish or just a great midnight snack. What about dessert, you say? Did you know that there are pies out there that are vegan and gluten-free, and that there is such thing as coconut ice cream? There is such thing as cashew milk ice cream and almond ice cream, and now even Ben & Jerry's has a dairy-free flavor. So if you have a guest who is lactose intolerant and you don't want them blowing up the bathroom, or if you have a vegan guest, or you're just trying to watch your cholesterol and do something good for your body and the environment and the animals this year, might I give you a recommendation? First off, grab any ice cream off the shelf. My personal favorites vary on what I'm in the mood for, but vanilla is usually a good staple that you can't go wrong with. Also, let's talk about pie. There are certain grocery stores that either already have or can quickly make vegan pies. And the reason it's so easy is because they don't have eggs and milk, so they don't take as long to prepare, and they don't have to be refrigerated or baked the same way that a regular pie does. This happens to be an apple pie that I got from Whole Foods that is not only vegan, but it is gluten-free. So those who do have gluten sensitivities can't go wrong with this one. It's delicious, it's nutritious, and it's super easy just to pick up. But now, what if you don't have a Whole Foods near you, or your Safeways, Lucky's, Vaughn's, or Trader Joe's is sold out of the vegan pies because they are just that good? Here's a simple microwave hack. Grab an apple, core it, and cut it up. Throw it into a bowl with about a teaspoon of sugar and a sprinkling of cinnamon. Cover it with a lid and put that shit in the microwave for 2 minutes. Voila! You have a gluten-free, cinnamony, baked apple crispy type thingy-dingy that literally took 2 minutes, no time, and now you can add a dollop of ice cream on top. I hope you can use these last-minute recipe ideas to feed your guests smiles and their bellies this year. Whether you have a vegan attending this year or you are a vegan yourself, going vegan or at least having 1 to 2 vegan options at the table ensures that everybody will be happily fed and you're doing something good for your body and the environment. If you are a vegan and you're attending someone else's Thanksgiving dinner this year and you don't exactly know how to just kind of say your preferences and opinions, consider sending this video to them, or even asking them which one of these items you could bring. Thanksgiving is a time to be thankful, and I truly believe that actions speak louder than words. So let's thank our bodies for carrying us throughout every single day by giving them nutritious foods that they can truly use. Let's say thank you to Mother Earth by choosing foods that have a lower environmental impact and are better for the planet overall. And lastly, let's say thank you to the animals that are cute and cuddly and that really do enhance our lives. I personally have 5 cats, and I wouldn't eat them. So being able to share some of these food options with my non-vegan friends and family is a way for me to appreciate the animals in my life as well, and say, hey, I care about you too. Make the choice to try at least one of these last-minute Thanksgiving meal ideas this year, and post a comment or tag me on Instagram and tell me how it goes. I love you so much, and I really am so thankful to have a place here where I can talk openly about my skin, openly about my dietary choices, and about how those have impacted my body, to talk about my life, my travels, the adventures, and the highs and the lows. So thank you for being here with me, and thank you for being a part of my growth and evolution. I hope that you have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and that it is truly filled with the love and the joy that I get from our conversations right here. Subscribe and hit the ding-dong notification bell button for more recipe, food, travel, and of course cat videos in the future, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Love you guys. Bye. Bye. Meh. Bah. Okay, Cassandra, it's more like a gobble, not a bah. Gobble, 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 gobble. Okay, done here. Bye!